designed in 1916, taken to the skies now with Mr. Espy at the controls. A Sopwith 1.5 Strutter. Just by a round of applause, and they would have welcomed the opportunity to tear a strip off of Mr. Fokker. 16. Sopwith Triplanes were flown with great success by triplanes of the Fokker company were actually not that fast, but they could climb at an alarming rate and were incredibly maneuverable. It was said by James McCudden, the Victoria Cross winner of the Royal Flying Corps, to the credit of Manfred von Richthofen. Richthofen had started out as a cavalry officer, and even before that he had a great affinity for hunting, and so he took to his role as hunter-killer as the rate of attrition on the ground below. And I can see now our French pilot, Monsieur Kevin Sinibaldi, taking to the air in our Newport 17 today, riding to the defense of our 1.5 Strutter to engage the Dreidecker of the German Air Force, this Fokker Triplane. Cockpit. Again, Mr. Mazza, usually at the controls of our Curtiss P-40 or our Supermarine Spitfire. Very much at home in the cockpit of our Fokker Dr.1, having flown on both halves of our program today, Mr. Gerald Yagan in the cockpit of our triplane today. And remember, folks, not every red triplane was flown by Manfred von Richthofen. And remember, too, this is the plane in which the Red Baron achieved most of his victories. It is Mr. Mark Ganucci at the controls of our D5A. And having stayed in the cockpit, I can see him waving clearly from the pilot's position of the Halberstadt CL4. Mr. John Fuentes joining us once again for these proceedings down at the MAM. And you get another final look at the intricate and interesting shape of the Halberstadt CL4. And even more amazing is that great flying staircase, the Tripound, the Sopwith Triplane of 1916, with our chief pilot from the fighter factory, Mr. Mike Spaulding at the controls. How about a big round of applause for Mr. Spaulding this weekend? And here comes assistant manager and mechanic from the fighter factory, Mr. Jim Stanton, at the controls of the Aviation Institute of Maintenance's newly completed recreation of a Sopwith 1.5 Strutter, soon to launch skyward from our runway here at the MAM. How about a round of applause, please, for everyone at the fighter factory, including Mr. Jim Stanton.
Oh, we just passing that. That's what it is.
Me, but we'll simply refer to him as our Fokker Scourge for the day, our operator of this Eindecker, this Fokker E3. This is earlier action at the controls of our Sopwith 1.5 Strutter. How about a big round of applause, please, for Mr. Esky? He managed to escape being shot down for once. And Mr. Mike Hogan bringing up the rear in our two-seat Fokker C1. To attempt to start one of these aircraft. So again, members of the fighter factory are going to hand drop and demonstrate the regime's newly acquired red Fokker Dr.1 triplane. Why is this significant? For one very good reason. This plane has installed under its cowling not a Rotec radial engine, but a genuine Ober-Ursel rotary engine appropriate to the period. This design of late 1916 and early 1917 would originally have been powered by a rotary engine. Every time that the pilot interrupts the firing of the cylinders in that block, you get that distinctive flipping sound, including the Fokker Dr.1, many other Fokker designs as well. I'm taking off now the predecessor to Dr.1 in combat, the Albatross D5A. This would have been powered by an inline Mercedes engine, and this aircraft sporting a very unique and distinctive fuselage design, one of a number of planes built by the Albatross Company during World War I. Airfields would have run to the sound of rotary engines up and down the Western Front. It would have been commonplace in the Royal Flying Corps airfields, as well as those of the Royal Naval Air Service, the French Army of the Air, and, of course, the German across D3s and D5s of various degrees of iteration in which he achieved most of his victories in the air. Manfred von Richthofen had actually begun his career as a pilot, or as an aviator, I should say, after German achieved aircraft such as Halberstadt CL4, now taxiing down the runway. He's known today by Mr. John Fuentes. Halberstadt CL4 by Germans intended for use in ground support and also for reconnaissance, but mostly in support of ground activity. And following Mr. Fuentes, again with that beautiful Hall Scott engine, chugging away up front. It's the Hall Scott engine, Fokker D7 today with Josh Wilson in control. Once again, I will silence so you can enjoy the exhaust out of that motor. As I said before, that is